Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mayor Dedrick Johnson here with the City of Texas City. I wanted to give a brief wrap-up about the recent information session we held, where we shared information and answered questions about the proposed certificates of obligation and the new municipal complex, new fire station, and renovations and improvements to other city facilities. But first, let me take a second to thank the managers and staff of the Blue Lagoon Bar and Grill for hosting us for this session. We appreciate you very much for everything you did to make this event possible. The City of Texas City is embarking upon a mission to build for our future. Texas City is growing, and you can see it all around us. New businesses are opening, industry is expanding, our school district has beautiful new schools with innovative new programs and technology. College of the Mainland is expanding and offering more academic pathways and more facilities than ever. And families are moving here and homes are being built in record numbers. There have been 4,000 plus new residential lots added in the past 5 years, and with another 1,000 buildable lots in progress in the next 12 months, and 4,000 additional lots being developed in the next 5 years. The population of our city has increased by more than 11% in just the past 4 years and is expected to rapidly keep growing. The City of Texas City needs to build for that future. Our current City Hall was built in 1955. For the last 70 years, your city staff has been housed in that building. Over the years, we've remodeled it, we've gotten creative with the office space, patched the holes here and there, fixed the leaks, moved departments off-site. Basically, we've done everything we could to make it work for as long as we could. Now with 2, sometimes 3 staff members sharing an office that was designed for 1. And with many departments now located at numerous facilities around town, some of which are not even owned by the city, we are proposing a new municipal complex. Now if approved, it would be built where our City Hall currently stands and would house all of the departments that are there currently. It would also help us re-centralize our operations by bringing community development and the city marshals, which are both currently at our City Hall Annex on 5th Avenue, as well as economic development, which is currently at the Phoenix Business Accelerator, all to the municipal complex. Our municipal court and dispatch would also move to the municipal complex, and both are currently located at our Texas City Police Department. By moving both of those departments, the Texas City Police Department would have the room it needs to expand and renovate for growth in our future as well. Right now, our court is much too small, causing lines throughout the lobby and into the parking lot, as well as extremely tight spaces during trials. The new municipal court would provide adequate space and would also serve as our city commission chambers, as we are working hard to be fiscally responsible and only spend the money where it is necessary. And one of the most important components of the new municipal complex would be the new Emergency Operations Center. Now currently our EOC, as we currently call it, is housed in the Gulf Coast Transit District, and we're grateful to them for that partnership over the past few years. But the Transit District is planning to expand as well, and our time there is short-lived. We're proposing that within the municipal complex, we build an emergency operations center that is fortified to withstand a Category 5 storm and other disasters. When there's any type of disaster in the emergency situation in the city, whether it's a natural disaster, weather-related, man-made, or industrial, our EOC becomes the hub of our government, and not only just for Texas City, but often for stakeholders from other law enforcement jurisdictions and responding agencies. Now, it's critical that we have a facility that can withstand those emergencies so that we can keep our city services open and operational to serve you, our community. Public safety has always been a priority, and it's also the first matter of focus in our Community Matters 2030 plan that was created by our community. That's why I'm happy to announce that our proposed COs also include the construction of a 5th fire station. As many of you know, about 2 years ago, we completed our 4th fire station west of I-45. But with this continued growth, we want to get ahead of the trending growth that we are continuing to see in the northwest quadrant of the city. Adding a 5th fire station will help us significantly improve response times all over the city, not only in potential fire situations, but in emergency medical services as well. Our Building for the Future plan also includes the expansion and the renovation of Texas City Engineering and Planning Public Works Building on M&F Lowry. Now, you might know it as the old Galveston Daily News building. We've maxed out on that space as well, and we've continued to grow to address the needs of our expanding community. As I'm sure you can imagine, with all of that growth and development I talked about earlier, this department stays incredibly busy. They issue thousands of permits each year, and that number only continues to go up. Last year, they saw nearly a 21% increase in the number of permits over the year before. And in some areas, the growth is astronomical. The number of new residential construction permits has increased by more than 110% since 2022. Their projects only continue to grow, and they need to be able to grow with that increased demand. Now, the good news is that we have additional square footage within that building. It just needs to be developed and renovated to house the growing staff that we have there. That's what these proposed certificates of obligation will allow us to do. They will also allow us to make some much needed improvements at Moore Memorial Public Library, one of my favorite city facilities. The library underwent some interior aesthetic improvements back in 2020, and we're proud to have one of the best libraries in Galveston County. Now, when you step inside it, it reflects that this is a library that has received the Achievement of Excellence in Libraries Award, making them as one of the best libraries in the state of Texas, not just once, but 2 years in a row. When you look at the outside, that's not what you see. There are structural improvements that need to take place that are a bit more costly. The roof is over 20 years old and needs to be replaced. And if you visited the library last July, when the air conditioning was out for a month, or this past winter, when the heating was out for several days during multiple winter storms, it won't come as a surprise that the HVAC repairs are on our project as well. It's important that the entire envelope of Moore Memorial Public Library be something that we can be proud of, and even more importantly, something that projects and protects the millions of dollars of investments in library materials, technology, and computers. Plus, this historical documents that we have preserved and archived and made available to our community. We are excited for what the future holds for our city, and we appreciate all of you who came out to learn more about these proposed projects. Talk with us and ask questions. Now, if you missed our first information session, mark your calendars. We have a second one coming up on Thursday, April 17th at 6:00 p.m. at the Charles Doyle Convention Center. You can also visit our website, where we have a dedicated Building Our Future webpage with detailed information, including frequently asked questions, a section that will feature and allow you to submit any questions you might have and get an answer from a city staff member. We understand that there's been a lot of misinformation floating around on social media, but as always, we're here to present the facts. We're here to present the data to you, our tax-paying citizens. Now, the vote will go before the Texas City Commission on May 21st, where your elected officials will decide whether to proceed with these certificates of obligation and these new facilities. Now, this is not something we're doing haphazardly. We're doing this because there is a great need, and we've done our share of due diligence and research. We've met with not only our chief financial officer with the city, but also with our external financial advisors of Drew Masterson and Associates, and we've met with them to calculate what type of financial impact that this might have on you, the tax-paying citizen. And we're able to present this to you in a bond package of certificates of obligations at no tax increase to the citizens of Texas City. I'm proud to say that from 2017 to 2024, our city's tax rate has been reduced by 15.3%, and we're not going to raise it now. Now, let me reiterate, there is no tax rate increase from these certificates of obligation. We're trying to be as fiscally responsible as possible as it relates to not only the future growth and development, but for the good stewards of your tax dollars. And just a few weeks ago, a few of our city staff embarked upon a tour of the area, visiting places like Sugar Land and Webster, and Pearland and Friendswood, and different places that have city halls that have been recently built. And we want our citizens to know that we also want to build facilities like those that you can be proud of. That when you drive by and when your children grow up and drive by, you'll be able to say what Texas City is all about. It's about civic pride. It's about prominence. It's about safe structures that we can operate in, and it's about modern technology and beauty and aesthetics that will make our city great and beautiful. And we want to be a part of that. And we want to be a part of that with your support. So thank you again. This has been Mayor Dedrick Johnson with the City of Texas City, and we're looking forward to working with you to build our future together. Y'all have a great day.